Who's that girl? What's her name? Is she cool? Is she lame? Oh, you're talking about what's her name? Pepper Ann. Where the goof troop, best of friends forever.
Why don't you mind your own f***ing business, pal?
Animaniacs knows all the facts.
Hey guys, Brad here, and welcome to ObscureVlogs, my sort of new web series where I either discuss things that are interesting to me, or I take you guys out on the road with me doing whatever the hell I'm doing at that specific time. So for this one, I want to talk about a trailer that dropped recently. I won't be doing videos on like any trailer that drops. It has to be something that really interests me in order for me to make a video on it. But this is a video game trailer that dropped, and it was dropped at the most recent Nintendo Direct that happened a few days ago. And that is a new Legend of Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am a massive Legend of Zelda fan. It is my favorite game franchise of all time. I have tons of Legend of Zelda games. I've played quite a few of them. I've only beaten 2 of them fully, though, surprisingly enough. And that is Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. Both great games, by the way. Ocarina of Time is probably my favorite, purely for nostalgia reasons, which probably sounds awful, I know. But that is only because that game not only introduced me to Legend of Zelda, but it introduced me to gaming as a whole, really. It was one of, if not the first game I ever played. I think I played some Super Nintendo stuff before it, but the Ocarina of Time is really where my first gaming memories started. So that is a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It means a ton to me, and it is a game that I hope to have in my possession for the rest of my life. But anyways, let's talk about the new game, Echoes of Wisdom. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I was a little confused almost, because they used the same animation as the remake of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which I own right here. The reason why I was confused is because I'm thinking, so is this a sequel to Link's Awakening? What's going on here? And then it reveals that you play as Zelda. It's actually the first Legend of Zelda game where you play as Zelda. And I'm sure there's mixed opinion there. Some people thinking, you know, making Zelda a playable character is like a woke move sort of thing. I hate that fucking word, by the way.
Oh, I hate that word.
In my opinion, I actually really like that Zelda's a playable character in this game. And I think they did it right. So what I like that they did, and they show in the trailer, is they don't make Zelda just Link with a Zelda costume, basically, or a Zelda skin. And what I mean by that is, Zelda has sort of her own sort of powers or movesets that are different from Link. So what they did for her is they gave her a staff. I forgot what it's called. I know it's something staff or staff something. The staff gives her the ability to be able to basically copy objects and then sort of paste them essentially wherever she wants, and you can use them to progress through the levels in different ways. And you can also, like, when you kill enemies, you can essentially put them in the staff, and then you can kind of copy them and use them to help fight with you, which I really think is a very, very cool power to give Zelda. It makes sense too, because she is like, she has the Triforce of Wisdom. She's a very wise woman, so giving her the powers to be able to essentially copy items and characters and use them like at her own will just makes a lot of sense to me. And I think it's really cool that we get a game where we play as her. I actually initially thought that might have been the case with Tears of the Kingdom. The earlier trailer sort of gave Zelda more of a role, I guess you could say. She didn't seem so damsel in distressy. She seemed like more of a wise woman. She had almost a bit of a warrior look. She had like shorter hair, which I actually really like on her. But I think with what they're doing here with Echoes of Wisdom, it's being done right, and honestly, it looks like a really good game. Graphically, it looks good. There is one thing I'm starting to really notice with the Switch, though. Not necessarily with Echoes of Wisdom, but just with Switch in general, is it's starting to show its age. Even some of the games that were showing on this Nintendo Direct, they just did not look that good graphically. And I know graphics aren't the only important thing in a game. You know, the gameplay and the story are like more important. I fully agree with that, by the way. But the Switch is really starting to show its age. I mean, it came out in 2017. We're now in 2024. Yeah, it's you can definitely tell a Switch is at the end of its lifeline. And from what I hear, next year we're supposed, or either next year or like at the end of this year, they're supposed to announce and eventually release the Switch 2 or whatever Nintendo's next gen console is going to be. From what I hear, it's going to be similar to the Switch and just be like a second Switch, but I don't really know for sure. But I am looking forward to that. And I will probably I will be for sure buying Echoes of Wisdom, which, by the way, I'm really surprised they're getting another Zelda game on the Switch. I thought they would have just waited until next Switch 2 or whatever the hell comes out and then release a new Zelda game. So this is definitely a surprise to me, but I will definitely be buying the game when it comes out for sure. And I'll most likely be buying a Switch 2 when it comes out, depending on the price and where I am money-wise and stuff like that. Because even though Nintendo as a company pisses me off sometimes, I love their games. So, you know, I'm a sucker for Zelda. So I'm sure I'll end up buying the console. But yeah, so that basically sums up my opinion here on Echoes of Wisdom. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really cool. And I will definitely be buying it when it comes out. And maybe I'll do like a little review or something on it if you guys are interested. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this one. So thanks for watching. And if you're new here and like what you saw, then hit the subscribe button and ring that bell. Also, comment down below and like this video, because the more engagement my videos get, the better. Anyways, guys, we got more videos to work on. We will see you soon. Take it easy.